Okay, very good evening. Today, it is my pleasure to make the presentation for MCOM CS students, first year MCOM CS students, with regard to GST procedures. Okay, GST procedure as such is GST has become the common man phenomena nowadays. So, for any GST filing, tax invoice is very important. So without proper tax invoice, it is very difficult to go for GST filing. So it is actually a legal proof. Invoice, actually tax, GST tax invoice is a legal proof. As we know that GST was introduced in the year of 2017, replacing the various other taxes. So this input tax credit also is very important. It's essential essentially requires tax invoice. So this invoice is determines what is the time of supply of it, because in invoice we have the date, time, all. If it is a computer generated bill, we can find time also. So it enables in without proper tax invoice, it cannot be, we cannot determine this input tax credit also. So this tax invoice helps us to find out how much, what's the quantity, quality, and when, where, how it is being delivered also. Some tax invoices gives the detailed explanation of everything, where actually it is normally at the time of supply of goods itself, this invoice will be provided. Okay, after complete payment, proper structured invoice will be prepared and given to the suppliers, even to the customers. Even the after completion of the service, okay, within 30 days, the invoice should be given to the people. There are certain special situations where the bill has to be substituted with input information, exported information, and also certain timelines also should be prescribed based upon the GST regulations. So actually there are certain mandatory details that should be available in GST invoice, that is supplier information, recipient information, invoice details. The product description also should be given. Any code, if it is needed, that should be mentioned. The how the tax is computed, that also should be given. Location details, and who is authorized. Who is authorized to issue the bill also should be properly mentioned there. So every bill should have the detailed information of all their transaction in the invoice. There are various special invoice types also under GST. That is bill of supply. Okay, actually the time of supply, the how the bill should be structured in special situations, and credit and debit notes also should be properly given. And e-invoicing, okay, that is online bill also can be generated in certain cases where the turnover is more than 5 crores. This is an example of in tax invoice given by, see, you can find that Computer Private Limited tax invoice, GST number is given, the office address, the email ID is given. So here you have a client name, address, they are the clients, that is the customer's GST number, invoice date, and serial number. You have description of goods, that any code, any special code for the goods that is being delivered, quantity, rate, amount. So GST informations, whether central GST, state GST, that is total, everything has been given. Okay, and here so there are certain do's and don'ts also for this issue of invoice. Promptly avoid penalties and mention class force. Must be maintained. This GST record should be maintained for more than 6 years. Ensure that unique sequential number. Sequential number should be properly implemented. Digital signature is very important. All the mandatory fields should be complied. Never skip mandatory fields. Avoid duplicate invoice numbers. The same number should not be repeated anywhere else. Don't delay invoice issue. As soon as when the need of bill acquires the completion of task, the bill has to be issued. Never ignore e-invoicing if required, if turnover is exceeds the threshold. Okay, likewise, various do's and don'ts also has been explained here. And so if you are not going to impact of non-compliance, you will be subject to legal penalties. It is it is very essential that the invoice, because only with the help of invoice the tax can be calculated. If not, it is very difficult. So in issue filing also will be possible. So issue of invoice is very important. So proper training should be taken before GST invoice is prepared. So it is advisable to go for a expert, to prefer advice of the expert before preparing the invoice. Thank you for patiently listening my video.